Show it to the finder of fact.
You're asking me to give an instruction. I want to see the best picture.
After yet another heated exchange with the prosecution, this time over video evidence, the judge in the murder trial of Kyle Rittenhouse on Friday said he would allow the jury to consider that the teenager provoked an encounter with the first of two men he shot and killed last year during racial justice protests in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
My decision will be to submit the case to the jury with the provocation instruction.
In what would normally be an uneventful procedural matter without the jury present, Judge Bruce Schroeder at one point stepped down from the bench to watch drone video presented by the prosecution, showing the moments before Rittenhouse shot 36-year-old Joseph Rosenbaum 4 times.
That's the gun.
With Rittenhouse standing close behind the judge and looking on, Kenosha County Assistant District Attorney James Krause argued the then 17-year-old raised his semi-automatic rifle shortly before the deadly encounter, initiating the confrontation.
You see the very distinct motion of him raising his arms, and you see the black gun being raised.
After further back and forth about whether the video showed proof of Rittenhouse provoking Rosenbaum, Judge Schroeder ultimately agreed that the issue should be up to the jury.
It's the jury's case, and I think they should make the critical decisions.
The ruling is a boost for the prosecutors as it opens the door for them to argue Rittenhouse was the aggressor, raising the bar for the defense, which has argued he was ambushed and acted in self-defense.
I'm not going to give that instruction.
Earlier, Schroeder ruled against the prosecution's request to allow the jury to consider a lesser charge in the killing of Rosenbaum, but said he would allow the inclusion of lesser charges in the killing of the second man Rittenhouse shot, 26-year-old Anthony Huber. Prosecutors were seeking approval for less serious charges to be considered after days of testimony that at times appeared to support the teenager's claim of self-defense. Rittenhouse is charged with first-degree reckless homicide in the death of Rosenbaum, first-degree intentional homicide in the death of Huber, and attempted first-degree intentional homicide in the shooting of Gage Grosskreutz, who admitted in testimony earlier this week that he was pointing a handgun at Rittenhouse when he was shot.
Correct.
The judge said closing arguments in the trial will begin on Monday.